What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I gotta stop being a bitch because I just need to make some progress, man. And I came out here a little bit late, so I'm not gonna do the all-wheel drive rear end conversion today, but I'm probably gonna start it tomorrow. Today I want to actually just finish the vinyl wrap, man. I just want to wrap the roof and let the entire car be done with it. So I kind of assessed the molding on the front windshield, and I could peel it back with the right pry tool, which I have in my little box right here, right? I can pry it back and squeeze the vinyl through and then let the molding, you know, cover it. But I still have to take off the molding and the windshield anyways, because it needs to be replaced before I can drive it without any issues. But for the most part, I just want to get the wrap done. So I'm not going to talk your ears off, guys. Let's just go ahead and peel back the molding, clean underneath it, maybe scuff it up as well too, and get the vinyl out, cut it to size, and let's get wrapping. I'm just going to go ahead and peel it back, give it a nice scuff. The back molding is a little bit softer and doesn't need a lot of effort to peel it back. I got to be very careful though, because I don't want to rip it, because the windshield's not coming off and the molding is not getting replaced. So I have the car rolled down the driveway to give you guys a better look of the vinyl wrap before the sun goes down. And guys, I'm actually pretty stoked that the roof is now one solid glossy color. I will admit that when I was laying down the vinyl to get it to size before I chopped it, I did bend it all kinds of ways to where it was causing a bunch of crease on the vinyl. And once I glassed it down, it was a little complicated, although I was doing it half at a time, middle driver, middle passenger. It was complicated because there was a lot of wrinkles from me bending it all over the place and having to peel back the vinyl to heat it up to get rid of all those wrinkles to be able to squeegee it nice and flat. It took a little while, and I'm glad I took my time on it because it came out really nice. Now there are a lot of dirt nibs, which you know, you can't get them all out, but overall super clean, other than I think like this section has like 5 or 6 in the same spot, but again, this color you can't really tell. Like the color white hides a lot of things, but overall pretty happy with the wrap and how it came out. I'm also stoked that the vinyl was able to go in between the molding nice and cleanly, and I'm hoping that the sun would bring this molding back nice and closed so that way water don't get into it. Although summer's coming around the corner, we're not really worried about the water. I will say that I should have spent more time in the gutter. I only cleaned the area where the vinyl was going to stick, but not entirely the gutter. So if you look, it's still pretty dirty, but regardless, where I cleaned it, the vinyl will stick. The areas that I didn't clean, like over here, this part right here that's laying flat is on the dirt, so it's actually lifting up. But if I trim that all off, it should be stuck to the side, which I shouldn't have any issue once the trim right here goes on, because it's going to lock it in place. But overall, pretty happy with the roof and how it came out. Can't really tell the two difference in color, but I mean, if you really pay attention to it, you'll probably notice it. If you don't, then you won't know. I did learn one thing though. I heated up these corners to get the vinyl to stick, but I was heating it too much and pressing on it too hard with the squeegee, to where I don't know if that's part of my squeegee that burned off from being hot, or if that's the vinyl that kind of, you know, peeled off from me squeegeeing it too hard. So not sure what that is. Okay, never mind. That is actually part of the squeegee. Okay, well, problem solved. Well, no, actually right there. So I don't know if you can see that little GoPro sucks with the focus, but that right there is definitely the vinyl coming apart from me squeezing it too hard. I have one right here. I have this one right here. I'm pretty sure that's not the okay, maybe that is the squeegee. Hold on a second. Okay, no, okay, I super overlooked that. Not that corner. I think there was one more that I actually did the same mistake of burning it too hard with the squeegee. Okay, definitely overthought that. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, well anyways, yeah, I'm pretty stoked that the roof is finally wrapped, guys. And I think what's left here is taking all of the trims and everything that's off the car, including the bumpers, and giving them a nice coat of Sem Products Trim Black. Now, normally I spray it out of a can, right? But I went to the paint store the other day and I got it in a whole ass quart, so that would be easier to spray the bumpers black instead of doing it with the rattle can. Buddies at the paint shop said the quart out of the HVLP will be thicker, and it would have more coverage opposed to spraying it out of a can, which comes out thin, and then you have to do a lot of layers to get it to be nice and uniform, because you can create streaks which would not look good to the eye. A lot of you guys were saying to color match the bumper, and currently right now I'm leaving them black because I want this to be how it was factory. But I do have spare bumpers that eventually when I paint the car, it's going to be the same color as the car. So let me show you guys real quick. Spare bumpers down there, and the other one, it's under the blueberries bumper. So I do have spare bumpers for the sedan to color match when time comes. For right now, I'm just gonna leave them black. I kind of like the way it looks too. So this thing is coming together. I think maybe next week we'll do all the trims and everything fresh so we can reassemble the entire car. Okay, so the other day I went to Home Depot and I got Great Stuff expanding foam. And what's crazy to me is this used to be a tall can, and now it's freaking 12 ounces. It's literally like this before. Now it's like yay high. Somebody mentioned in the comment on the video where I was repairing the roof, wasn't repairing the roof, I was trying to pop the dent. Actually was repairing the roof. It was popping the dent out by squeezing a bunch of cardboard in between the beam and the roof skin. And you can use like you know, like panel bonding agent, like 3M panel bonding agent. You can use like sealant of some sort. Somebody mentioned Great Stuff expanding foam, which it didn't even slip my mind because I used to use this a lot. If you guys remember, I made a charge beat rep wing using Great Stuff expanding foam, and this is a good alternative. It wasn't even much, it was like $4, and all we're gonna do is spray some of this in between the beam and the roof, and then it's going to expand, and then it's going to harden with a little time. Where's my light at? And then it should be firm enough to hold the roof into place. And I could remove the cardboard if I wanted to, or I can leave it up there, whatever. And I just wanted to be nice and firm for like driving reasons. I don't want this to flop around or whatever the case may be, because the cardboard is not like, you know, sticky up there or anything. I can literally just push it and it could fall out. So if I have the foam in there, it should help prop the roof skins. So what I want to do is I want to spray some foam in there right now, let it expand and set overnight, and then tomorrow I want to go grab some like cleaning detergent so I can clean the headliner because it's pretty dirty, and then get the headliner back in it with all the oh shit handle and sun visor, rear mirrors and everything. So let's go ahead and set you guys up, get some light inside, and spray some foam. You don't want to overspray it because it might expand too much overnight and then drip onto your interior if you don't have anything to cover down here from drippy foam. So I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze in between all the gaps of the cardboard. Let's start over here. So the foam is going to expand a little more than what I squeezed in, and I'm gonna let it set overnight. We'll come back and we'll chop it to line up with the beam, and then all the headliner stuff follows. Just came back from the detailing store, and I picked up this 3M orange degreaser. You guys probably seen I've used this plenty of times before to clean all the interiors on all of my cars and previous cars. This thing works really well. Spray it on. You can use one of those brushes for the drill, and then you kind of run through the surface you are cleaning, and then once you are done with it, you just wipe it off. You wipe it off and it smells good, and you don't have to do anything more. So I came out here this morning and I was like, oh man, I made a mess from yesterday. When you use the expanding foam and you finish the trigger pull, it's always going to continue like seeping out of the tube. So as it was seeping out of the tube, I kept flickering it out of the car, and I was flickering it out a little at a time, and it's obviously expanding foam. So when I came out here today, well, the foam kind of expanded and it's all over the floor. It's like stuck to the floor. So I'm gonna clean all this really quickly, right? And then I'll show you guys what the roof beam is looking like. I should just paint this brown and tell my mom that the cats are just taking a deuce everywhere. Picked up all the foam from the floor, and I want to show you guys the roof skin real quick. The dent is not here anymore. Obviously we propped it with some cardboard, and we did the expanding foam last night between the beam and the skin, and the foam expanding did not cause any outward dents, so we're looking good up here. Here's the foam, expanded, hardened, fill in the gaps. Look at that, strong, structural. So I'm gonna get my razor blade. Get my razor blade, and all I'm gonna do is cut along. I mean, I don't really have to, but just to make it clean, I'm just gonna run it along the beams like so. Let's clean it up like that, and then we'll clean up the headliner and get that back in as well. I don't know what you heard about me, but you can't get a dollar out of me. It's not any prettier cutting off the excess, but I don't know. It just makes me feel better, I guess. In the back of the greaser container, it tells you how much to dilute the greaser, and it's just based off how aggressive you get with the cleaning. I just did 1-to-1. I probably would have ran 100% just so it can eat really good. I have the headliner in the garage because today decided it wanted to be pretty windy, so I wasn't trying to do it out here and then the wind blows it apart. But anyways, I want to show you guys the other stuff that I'm going to be cleaning. When I was taking these off, I didn't realize, damn, how dirty these things were. And I want to show you guys how this thing is going to look after. So take a quick little look on how greasy this thing is. I think there's 3 of them right here, right? Look at that, look at that, right? And then the headliner itself, pretty nasty. I don't know what these stains are right here. I don't know if they'll come off either, but headliner's pretty crusty, but you know, we'll work with what we have. Pretty crusty, pretty dirty, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get my brush. I have 3 of them. I have a hard, medium, and a soft, and they're not where they're supposed to be. So here's the sun visor. The top one right here I cleaned. The bottom one is how it came out of the car. It looks a lot better, and I'm not entirely sure what these little orange dots are. They didn't seem to come off on the first pass, and I'm not entirely sure where it came from. It did look like it had one of those clip-on mirrors right here that left all this indentation, but I mean, regardless, a lot cleaner than how it was. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this one down and just show you how quick and effective the spray and brush works. Show you guys this one more time. Spray it on. I do have this on speed 2. Give this a quick wipe. You can already see how much cleaner it is, right? See that? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. Unfortunately, I punched a hole through the leather right here from the previous indentation of these clips, and man, I wish I had the camera rolling because I was freaking screaming just now when I did that. That kind of sucks, but I think the homie Dylan sent me spare visors, but I don't know where I put them. I'm not sure. They are up here. I think it may possibly be in this box right here. Anybody need some S15 headlights? They're OEM. Let me know. I got both of them. Oh yes, I do. One. Oh, huh. I guess it's just only one because there's not another one in here. I'm crossing fingers. This is the same side that I need. Yes, it is. I wonder if they're reversible. Okay, it's a left and a right side. So it looks like we have the right one. Shout out to the homie Dylan. Thank you for this. I'm gonna clean this up, and hopefully we don't punch a hole through it. So we have the headliner reinstalled, rear molding, front molding, both sun visors, rear view mirror, all the oh shit handle, and I did put some universal like retaining clips right here because I did break the original one, and this thing is not sagging. We got the map light installed with the wires in it, and now that I'm sitting back here looking at this, like the front half looks good, right? And then you get to the back half, it's like, holy crusty, faded, torn up headliner. Like, damn, this thing, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you, but I don't think anybody's really going to sit in this car in the rear, so I don't think it'll bother me that much. I did want to spray it because it was already crusty, but I think when I put the cage in it, I'm not going to worry about it too much. It's just bothering me because I'm sitting back here now. Regardless, we have the headliner all put back in, and you can't even tell that the beam is, you know, pushed down with the expanding foam and the cardboard, and the roof on the top looking good. Yes sir. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. Slowly we are putting everything back into the car, and I can't wait to get to the trim refresh along with the front and rear bumpers. I think it's gonna really tie in the new vinyl look on the car, and I can't wait to see this entire car completed. We are still shooting for our deadline before May 19th, which we're gonna be headed down to Lake Elsinore for the Honda meet. My car is gonna be one of the booth cars for S1. They're gonna be coming down from Florida, so be sure to catch us out there, guys. Now that we have the vinyl wrap done on the roof, the entire car vinyl wrap job is done, and I'm actually pretty stoked that I kept with it and I stuck with the vinyl wrapping. We learned a lot. We still have a lot of mistakes we need to correct if we do it again later down the road, but overall I'm pretty happy with how the vinyl wrap came out, and I can now finally say I've done it. The last two big things I need to do with the car to get it ready for the show is the all-wheel drive conversion and then the exhaust system to fit along the all-wheel drive conversion. So the engine itself is actually waiting for parts to show up before we tackle that. In the meantime, waiting for shipment, we'll just probably start tackling the all-wheel drive stuff tomorrow. But as far as this video goes, I hope you guys enjoyed the progress update on the EF sedan. We wrapped the roof, which is the last wrap to the entire car. I hope you guys enjoyed the new look of the car as well too. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for more progress update, the all-wheel drive conversion, be sure to hit the subscribe button. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.